Hi everyone, my name is Louise Cowden and I'm a Product Support and Education Specialist at Savantos. Today I am going to give you some information on telecare. The agenda that we will go through today is why telecare, what is telecare, the portal, Connects, and the Signia app. The original idea with telecare was about building a bridge between clinician and patient during their trial period. Oftentimes, there are questions patients do not think of at the time of their fitting. Patients come back to the clinic with issues and not always remembering why they may have had a negative experience. But wouldn't it be nice to know that they are having issues before they come back into your office? Often, we hear patients tell us that they have difficulties in certain situations. At the moment, the usual course of action is to make an adjustment and have the patient, quote-unquote, try it out. But they may still return a few times to get it sounding the way that they want. Possibly, the most relatable at the moment, a patient may not be in a position to come into your clinic, whether that be that they have mobility issues, health concerns, or it requires a family member to bring them into your office. So what is telecare? Telecare consists of an easy-to-use hearing care professional portal, which is linked via a secure cloud to the patient's Signia app. You may already be familiar with the Signia app for remote control use. With telecare added, we now have the additional following features: care chat, video and voice call, hearing lessons, and daily satisfaction ratings. But we will dive into those shortly. Signia Telecare offers you an important healthcare option that lets you adjust your patient's hearing aid settings remotely without them needing to leave the comfort and security of their own home. Firstly, you must register to use telecare by simply going to the website telecare.signia-pro.ca and selecting the red register button. Or you can select the drop-down telecare box in Connects, click login, and then click register here. You will be required to fill in some important details such as your name, email address, password, and information about your clinic. It is important to remember the details that you enter for your email and password, as you will need these later. This is an important note to Canadian users of telecare. Once you have registered, you are now able to access telecare 2.0, and this will allow for basic tuning throughout the portal. I will touch on what this means later. To have full remote tuning with telecare 3.0, our Canadian team must communicate to our headquarters in Germany to grant you access. Please follow the following steps. You must register your account through the steps previously, await confirmation that your email has been activated, linking you to telecare 2.0, and then please send an email to Manuel requesting for telecare 3.0. This will change in the coming months when telecare 3.0 is available to the whole of Canada. When you are ready to use telecare with a patient, you should select the drop-down menu in the top right and click Login. A pop-up box will appear, and here is where you will enter your login details we discussed earlier. Once you have successfully logged in through Connects, go back to the drop-down box, and this time we will click Activate Client. Another pop-up box will appear. Here you have two options. If the patient does not already have the Signia app installed on their smartphone, you can enter their mobile number and a link to the App Store will be sent via text message to them. If the patient already has the Signia app installed, you can check the box at the bottom to continue without the link. When you have made the appropriate choice, you will see that you have been given a 6-digit code. This code is what will allow patients to connect their hearing aids to the telecare function of the app. Open the app and tap on telecare mode and enter the 6-digit code, if this is the first time that they are using the app. If your patient already uses the Signia app, open up your app and select the 3 horizontal lines on the top left. Select App Settings, and then Set Up App. This will bring you back to the screen that you see here, and now you can enter in your 6-digit code. There are a couple important things to consider before attempting to do a live remote fine-tuning. First, you must ensure that you have Bluetooth hearing aids. You must have completed a first fit within the Connex software, patient activated through Connex, an app installed, a stable internet connection for both parties, and a headset for voice call or webcam for video call. What I enjoy the most about telecare is that there is no need for an additional device to be worn by the patient. All the patient needs is their smartphone. To start a remote session with your patient, you should first open the last session saved in NOAA and go back to the drop-down list selected and start remote session. But please make sure that you're logged into telecare. You will see another pop-up box appear. At this time, you will choose if you would like to initiate a voice or video call. For this example, we have chosen to video call our patient. This is a 2-stage process. The software will first establish a connection with the patient's app. It will look like a regular phone call, and the patient should accept your call. When the connection has been established, you now must click Connect to Hearing Instruments. The patient will see a pop-up on their phone asking them to give permission to send adjustments. It is important that the patient selects OK. Another point to make is that the time that it takes to connect can depend on the strength of the Wi-Fi that you and the patient are connected through. Deploy some patience if you find that it takes a minute. Now you are connected and ready to make your adjustments. You have almost full run of Connex, and there are only a few features that you cannot adjust. You cannot first fit a hearing aid, run own voice processing, run a feedback management test. You cannot perform in situ audiometry, and you cannot make adjustments with notch therapy. When you are finished making adjustments, you will know your settings have been successfully transferred to the hearing aids by the green synchronized icon at the bottom of the Connex window. When you are ready to end your remote session, simply select End Remote Session, located around the bottom left of your screen. You may not always be in a position where you have a Bluetooth-enabled device, but not to worry, we can still send basic adjustments. First, you must ensure that you have first fit the hearing aids through Connex, and also that the patient has been activated and the app installed. Log into the portal and search for the patient that you wish to send adjustments to, and select their name. Under the patient's name, you will see some tabs. We are going to select Remote Tuning. Next, we'll select the program that you want to make the changes in. You can now make basic changes through the 4-band equalizer or through some of the other options to the right. Once you have made your changes, select Save and Send Update. Your patient will be notified through the Care Chat feature that you have sent settings to them. They will be asked if they want to apply them. The changes are made through the acoustic tone, the same as the Mini Pocket, and they will be asked to confirm the confirmation tone in their hearing aids. You will be able to see when the patient has applied their settings through the Messages tab in the patient's profile in their portal. Care Chat is the text messaging function built into the Signia app. Your patient can reach out if they have a quick question, and you can respond via the portal. It is important to keep in mind that telecare is not meant to be the primary mode of communication between you and your patients. We still want them to call your clinic to set up appointments. Any form or broad discussion should be conducted through telephone. The satisfaction ratings are a great way of keeping track of how your patient is doing with their hearing aids. If the patient indicates an unsatisfactory or neutral rating, they will be asked to elaborate on why. Under the patient's profile on the portal, you will be able to see the answers that they provided. You can now use these to reach out to offer some help. The hearing lessons are a great way to introduce your patient to different listening environments and have them evaluate their experience. Again, you can review the feedback that the patient has given. A negative rating will prompt for additional information on why. You can set up in the portal to get notifications of negative ratings, negative satisfaction ratings, and new messages. It is important to note the patient cannot initiate a voice or video call with you, meaning that you will not be disturbed if you are with another patient. This feature is useful for those where you have multiple locations and several staff. Each layer allows different administrative rights, and these are outlined when you are setting up your telecare profile. It is easy to add additional practices and staff underneath the Management tab within the portal. We have some great additional materials available on our website, but here are some of my favorites. The interactive guide for using the Signia app is extremely helpful for those just getting familiar with Signia. Thank you for taking the time to listen about Signia's telecare, and please don't hesitate to reach out should you have any questions.